It's also loud. I'm gonna have to turn that down a bit. No idea why it suddenly decided everything needs to be this loud. I believe we've explored this entire map. Just do a quick double check over here just to be sure. Excuse me. All right. Oh my lord. That is a frustrating behavior. Alright, let's get out of here. This is the area exit. Where even am I? Did I go to the inconspicuous camp? So what we're going to do is we're going to rest here. You refuse to admit that life ruled you in despair and you hope to deceive people, but despair is what led you to Yomade. Isn't that true? If you had just hoped for the best, you would still be a thief. Don't preach your silly ideas to me. I didn't wallow in despair. I did the right thing. That's totally different. Okay. All right. Why will you not just allow me to go in? Paul. Krenok, the aged kobold sitting by the fire, small campfire, greets you with an amicable gesture. He doesn't reach for his weapon or hiss threateningly. All in all, his behavior is highly unusual for one of his kind. His clothes look quite unusual too. Not many kobolds opt for human clothing, nor do they adorn their possessions with spikes or scales. Greetings, my name is Krenok. I'm all alone here, so you may safely come closer. He speaks smoothly with the usual kobold hissing. Moving slightly aside, the kobold points to the carcass of a small animal on a stick roasting over the fire. Dinner will be ready soon. Well, I've never met a talking lizard before. Well, back in the River City, we had a real dragon. Are you a dragon too? Can you turn big? You flatter me, young lady. Many of my fellows would give up everything to become dragons. Some even entertain themselves the fantasies of already being such, but I'm proud to be what I am, a kobold, nothing more, nothing less. Kobolds are a rather courteous lot, as it would seem. I've never expected to receive an invitation to dinner from one of your kind, a guest rather than a dish, that is. I didn't exactly invite you. Count my invitation was addressed to the commander, but sit down, help yourself. Beyond the walls of your fancy mansion, you'll find surprises far more unusual than my humble self. Who are you? As I've already mentioned, my name is Krenuk, at your service. The kobold offers a short bow, an unusual gesture for one of his kind to make. As a rule, kobolds do not express their respect to anyone other than dragons. I'm a traveler and friend to the crusade. I can be your friend too if you are tolerant toward kobolds. Krenuk utters the word tolerant with shocking ease, as if it's something other than a narrow-minded and savage subterranean beast you expect him to be. Kobolds are infamous for worshipping dragons and despising all other races, and few of them would even understand the concept of tolerance, let alone subscribe to it. Crusade has many unusual friends, but even I haven't met one like you before. I'll be glad to see kobold in our ranks. He smiles amiably. Oh no, don't get me wrong. I have no intention of marching within the Crusader ranks. Still, I hope that my humble assistance will be of use to you. Wait, what did you say? Tolerant? Are you sure you're a kobold? So you saw through my disguise. Krennic tries to mislead you with sweet words and ambush you. Kobold utters a loud hiss, then morphs into an amused chuckle. Of course I'm a kobold. Trust me, you're not the first to be shocked after hearing me speak and realizing I'm not trying to rob or kill you. I'm lucky. If representatives of other races wanted to be seen as intellectuals or decent conversationalists, they have to read a lot of books, refine their manners, possess a passing knowledge of classical theater, and dust themselves in fine perfume. Whereas in my case, all I have to do is not lunge at you with a spear or hiss every other word. Was it you who left me that note? Kobold, of course. Who else would it be? I wanted to make sure you were interested in the information I could provide. What are you cooking? Judging by its ears and hind legs, it's a hare. The kobold casts a dubious glance at the animal's mouth with boasts a set of huge teeth, or maybe it's a tiger. Depends on your point of view, I suppose. What do you want from me? I want nothing. I ask for nothing. I'm simply offering help. I sympathize with your cause, so I would like to provide whatever support I can from time to time. Does it work for you? The kobold stops and looks at you expectantly. How exactly can you help me? With advice, mostly. Throughout my life, I've seen a lot, and a piece of timely advice can be extremely valuable, don't you agree? Of course, if your advisor is a kobold, the merits are not so obvious, but you're in luck. This kobold right here has extensive knowledge of a variety of matters that you may find useful Sundays. I thought he nods towards the campfire. One more thing I have to offer is the hair after it's cooked. How do you know so much about demons? Krennic gives a long, heavy look. I've had some experience with them. I don't want to go into the details right now. All I'm saying is that after a rather short, if not hostile encounter with them, I stopped eating meat for several years. What's the catch? No catch. I'm acting for wholly altruistic reasons, but motives are something I would rather not reveal. Krennic turns to face you and his wrinkles become more visible in the glow of the fire. We just met 5 minutes ago. Don't you think it's too early to expect complete candor yet? As I've already told you, I'm a friend of the Crusade. You can choose to trust me or you can leave. I can offer help and ask for nothing in return. So the question is simple. Will you accept the claw of friendship from a stranger, or should you just trust stronger than the need for help? Thank you, I appreciate your help. No big deal. You don't regret your decision. Just drop by the camp every now and then so we can have a word. Perhaps I'll even be able to give you some useful tips. Pulling out a small knife, Traveler cuts off 2 strips of meat from the roasted hare. He throws one in the toothy one graciously offering the other to you. Strange animal for sure. It seems edible. The energies of the whirlwind mask everything in illusion. Harmless looking animals try to eat you for dinner. Dangerous paths appear to be straight roads. And sometimes your enemies can look like friends. Krennic squints and looks deeply into your eyes. Have you ever seen a situation like this? First, you think a person is your friend and ally, but then they scales from their eyes and you realize they're actually your sworn enemy. So you catch this person, you tie them up, and you start thinking, how should you treat them now? Like your enemy? Like your former friend? It's hard to decide. What would you do if one of your friends turned out to be a freighter? Those who have lost their way must be saved. That we need to help them return to the path of righteousness. Well, I'm having some difficulties right now. Did some cleric tell you that? And have you ever seen one of those who return to the path of righteousness stop listening to others and use your head? You're not talking about children here. The decision to collaborate with demons is a little different from yanking on the family cat's tail. To make such a decision, a person would have to be a truly vile scumbag. Oh, just where do you people get this beautiful naivety from? Primitive action, that was good. Something in Krennic's voice sounds restless like cold steel. If you catch a traitor, grab them and shake them until they spill everything they know. Some need to be tortured, others will crack if you threaten their family or bribe with promises of mercy and gold. Wring the traitor dry like a rag mop and then think about war, not about ethics. At least that's what smart people write in books. The fervor fades in the kobold's voice, but suddenly glints flicker in his eyes. You got really worked up there. Who, me? Not at all. You say that like you're not like an expert on kobolds, as if you can intuit our deepest feelings and emotions. I'm not convinced. Was I trying to convince you? I was just stating my opinion. And again, for discussion creators, it's fortunate that betrayal is not reserved for mortals alone. Demons stab each other in the back far more frequently. The rumor is that there are at least 2 demon stashes within Dresden, filled with arms and supplies that were stolen by Deskarites from Baphomite and vice versa. One of them is near the entrance to the fortress, while the other one lies near the entrance to the citadel. Where did you learn that? Gossip here say, the world is an ocean of chatter and I'm quite a skilled fisherman. It's highly suspicious thing about such things. That was pure luck. Kobolds get too lucky sometimes, right? Krennic, cracking his knuckles, Krennic gives you an inquisitive look. I hope that when the time comes to make real decisions, just a hypothetical ones, your wisdom won't fail you. Just one bad choice can turn a revered leader into a disgraced pariah. I've seen it happen before. I lived through something like that. My tribe suffered a disaster caused by one bad choice. Can you even imagine? The kobold squints sadly, his eyes slumping a bit. With a sigh, he begins to talk. I don't like telling the story, but it might be useful to know. Perhaps it will serve as a warning. Will you tell me? Critic clears his throat and starts talking in the sonorous voice that reveals his experience as a bard. I was born into the mighty and proud tribes of the Night Ruby. Our caves were vast, our mine shafts were rich in quartz and metals, and our underground lakes were brimming with fish. And of course we had plenty of slaves. The Night Ruby was a model of kobold success. It was a tight-knit, greedy, and aggressive tribe that intimidated even a few of the nearby human settlements. But then there was a flaw underlying our power. Once long ago, a leader of our tribe signed a pact with the devils, promising them the soul of every tribe member in exchange for help and prosperity. Since then, every new All Watcher had to agree to the pact, and the power of the tribe grew, as did the number of lost souls. I was like that until our leader, Urmok, came to power. She was principled and proud elder who didn't want to bend the knee to hell, so she refused to sign the pact, and all kinds of calamities befell our tribe. The tribe was attacked by its neighbors at the devil's instigation. Epidemics broke out, and then our slaves rebelled. They came after the former masters in the dead of night. Our clutches of eggs were ravaged, our altars were desecrated, and our warriors were slain in their burrows. The slaves paid us in full for our cruelty and arrogance. They hunted us, chased us down through the caves and mine shafts level by level. When we were finally left alone, we had no idea where we were. All we saw around us were darkness, and lurking in the darkness were bloodthirsty and dangerous predators. After raising the voice dramatically, Krennic suddenly stops. Then he adds with a teasing smile, I think this is a moment is enough for Cliffhanger to stop. Question, you mentioned a lot about them. No. What is the demon's main weakness? The fact they are hostages of their own nature, and by their nature, demons are a bunch of mad apes, a grotesque parody of ordinary chaos. You don't need to make a bunch of apes or angry, you just give them a banana and arm the other with a stick. They'll kill each other without your direct intervention. How do you know so much about demons? Do you know anything about wounds inflicted by demons that first appear, then disappear, then later reappear again? Do I need to resort to platitudes such as the weirdest tricks can be expected from demons, or I can just skip the part? I've never heard of anything like you're describing, but new sorts of nasty stuff appear in the world wound every day. However, if we think about it for some more, don't you think this wound wouldn't cause enough trouble to be something the demons would do to you on purpose? When you're hit by the magic of the abyss, you know instantly that death is coming your way and fast. Everything is clear. I got suspicions about you. Here we go. I come in friendship and right away I'm distrusted, so what's yours? Your words are full of mysterious omissions. What can I say? I'm a kobold and many secrets and contradictions. I keep my mouth shut and the rest of the world at arm's length. That's just my nature. I can't help it. I have nothing to say just yet. Have you heard about my unusual powers? I've heard you're either extremely lucky or quite the opposite. You've survived the massacre in Canabras just to spearhead a new suicide mission. On the other hand, you survived then, and most likely you'll survive now. Good luck to this noble endeavor. To go.
No reason to pause.
Okay. Hey, good morning, Mikey.
Godspeed.
I am once again trapped in reading hell. So anyway, he told us about the 2 demon stashes. That's good to know. I forget where he said they were. Okay, before that. 2 demon stashes have been dressed and filled with arms and supplies that were stolen by Duskarites from Baphomite and vice versa. One of them is near the entrance to the fortress, while the other lies by the entrance to the citadel. Okay. Fortress and citadel. Should write that down. Fortress. So. All right, and I've tipped over my microphone. Amazing. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, dialogue. So much dialogue. Just everybody just talking up a storm. Underground hideout. How do I get to this? Evade. Do I have to like... I don't care about that guy. I want this guy. No, that's not it. I deeply dislike these. Oh, that's terrible. No. God in heaven. It's gonna be bad. Too bad those skills seemed like they might have been valuable. I don't get how, like, there's supposed to be a way that I can transfer troops from one section to another, but for whatever reason, I don't want to do that. Yeah, there's supposed to be a way if I click on one of these nerds that it's supposed to allow me to transfer to somebody nearby, but it doesn't give me that option. Wow. Yeah, we're looking at a reload here, it looks like. Alright, we're not gonna bother with all this. Done all this. Who are you? Continue, continue, continue. Continue, continue. There's the note. What are you cooking? What do you want from me? How exactly can you help me? How do you know so much about demons? What's the catch? Not appreciating helps. Okay. Got worked up there. Rejoining that. Tell me. Alright. I got my suspicions about you. Main weakness. Everything's clear to me now. Why did you just have to come to the world wound? No more questions, I have to go. Alright. I'm legitimately considering just doing the army battle stuff like offline because it's so tedious. Because again, it's not at all obvious or evade, continue. Apparently I can't get past. So this is Heaven's Edge. Until we had to come here with Darren anyway. So let's see what's going on here. Why couldn't all these Curse Crash just stay in cannabis? They had peace in this cursed place. Happy to serve you, Knight Commander. As well you should be.
My not so numerous, but nonetheless dearest guests. About a year ago at my last birthday party, I assured you all that I nurtured a deep-seated hatred for boring people who give protracted speeches in the misplaced belief that their inner thoughts are of any interest to anyone but themselves. Now I am a whole year older and also a full-fledged crusader, an honorable position that requires me to be as dull, pedantic, and vexing as I possibly can. Therefore, a speech it is. The revered cleric Nestrin, my guardian and tutor, often told me that those who live a sinful life may expect to join the abyssal hordes after they die. This is why their path is the most despicable of all. A part of their soul may return to Mendev in the abominable form of a demonic invader. Every time we see a demon, we might as well think about it. What if this wretched creature used to be your great-great-grandfather? What if certain parts of this pointy-tailed beauty used to belong to your pious cousin? They say that the demons represent the sins of the souls they are made of. Succubi emerge out of lustful souls. Vandals turn into Abracandilu. Gluttons become Nabasu. I, for one, am determined to commit as many different sins as possible, so that the distributive mechanism of the abyss breaks when it tries to decide what to do with my soul. You, my dearest guests, will be my assistants in this complicated task. Eat, drink, and indulge yourselves in whatever vices you can. Let nobody leave this house as righteous as they entered it. Live every day like it's your last. After all, nobody knows when that day will arrive, do they?
Darren smirks, finishes its wine, and tosses the glass to the ground. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Okay. Theodore Hawkblade, how interesting. Inquisitor whispers you from behind. Anything interesting? Nothing really, I just took a note of a few things. I attempted to find out whether anything unusual or mysterious has happened to the Count over the last 10 years. During my conversations with his acquaintances, two people noted that he never speaks of the revered Nestrin, the priest of Yomade, who was his guardian and tutor. Yet he just mentions Nestrin in his speech, whatever that might mean. He told me that the friend You told me that you tried to find out if anything odd had happened to Darren over the last 10 years. Some of his servants complained about strange occurrences in the house, like objects moving by themselves or candles going out. Of course, that could simply be a figment of their imagination. It is also very well known that the Count often invites various spellcasters to entertainment and encourages them to use their magic in mischievous ways. Practically the whole of Mendev knows the story about the 3 drunk wizards and their teleportation races across the roofs of Canabras after a party at the Count's house. What I'm trying to say here is that my fluctuations in residual magic in this house are not at all surprising. There was the matter of the abduction, however. A gang of bandits kidnapped the Count hoping for a ransom, but the only reward they got was death. Afterward, the Count told everyone that he had hired the bandits himself as a joke. The other mercenary squad that freed him had executed the bandits was also in his employ. Nobody really wanted to delve too deep into the case after confirming the identities of those wretched cutthroats. But there was a disturbing fact about it all, and I don't mean that the Count's bizarre idea of fun. The mercenaries who supposedly freed him had also cut off the bandits' head after they had already killed them. Their heads were cut off. You mean the bandits who attacked Darren? Yes, perhaps they wouldn't have even noticed this detail had I not visited Heaven's Edge right after the tragic incident. Remember that we also found several headless bodies, both of them of guests and demons. We thought they had been decapitated during the fight. My companions have been finding severed heads along their belongings recently. Stranger things like this weren't a problem before Darren joined the party. But what an alarming coincidence. Now that we have another reason to conduct an investigation, it's crucial that we find out exactly what happened at the tragic case. What do I need to do, Inquisitor? Now that's the hardest part. I need to dive deep into the past of this place, which requires casting several different spells over some time. It would be very convenient for me if nobody interrupted the process, especially the Count himself. I don't think he remembers my face, but a suspicious stranger casting unknown spells might attract his attention. All in all, what I want to do is to distract the master of their house. Right now he's playing host to the place I'd like to start with. How do I distract him? I don't know, maybe your companions can assist you somehow, or you can take a look around. Perhaps that's something that can help us. I understand. Good luck. Come back to me when the Count leaves. I will tell you everything I managed to find out and maybe show you something. Alright. Who we got in here? And I ain't doing that again, so here's a quick save. Got that. Decorative plants are in a miserable state. They've been neglected for many years. More stuff. Looks like that's a wine bottle. Take that. Also looks like a wine bottle. Take that. And now we do lap. I get the feeling that there's not much that we're supposed to be doing out here. Alright, who's down here? Social. I can imagine how low this matter must have been before the war. A year to set up my easel in front of the pleasant little locales goes and paint to my heart's content. Why do I get the feeling that this is going to wind up being our house?
Let us press on.
Man, that's all I gotta say. I've somehow landed at the party of a royal brat. Go figure. You never know when or if you'll get another chance to rest and have some fun during wartime. I can't take my chance while I can. Noble. Excuse me, creep. Partisan. Can't stop thinking about the last party in this manner. All the guests died, every single one of them. Melia, she's hiding over here. That's not creepy. I adore the state. So much beauty, so many quiet nooks. Yeah, it's giving me vibes of like the castle. Damn. Okay, hold on. Hold on a sec. Music just be banging. 69, nice. Alright, might as well just gotta say. Everything here is just so sparkly. I'm just gonna take a look at this thing and put it right back, honest. Adirande servant. Amber, yeah, in there. Whee! I don't like it here. This party is stupid. Psychological premise for mortal's attraction to sites of mass murder or gluttony. Which article from my encyclopedia should I focus on now?
We march ahead.
out here? Oh, he's out here. There he is. Ah, bugger me. Okay. Darren, who has been watching the guest with an unreadable expression, turns his head to you and says in a casual tone, like he's continuing a conversation that was interrupted. I've always considered myself in this state, not a hero. When doomsday comes, I thought I'd pour myself a glass of hundreds-year-old wine, sit in the front row, and just watch the world burn. Playing the violin was also an option. Now I'll be damned if I know how I ended up in the Fifth Crusade. How do I become the companion of a hero chosen by Iyomide? Sometimes the most casual occurrences dictate our fates, of course. I'm afraid that is not always the case. Sometimes it's dictated by alien but wholly deliberate forces. I'm going for a stroll. Seize your chance to have fun. Almost anything can be forgiven, but boredom, that is a crime against life itself. It's not wrong. Oop, hold on. Readable. The door is sealed and looks like it hasn't been opened in a very long time. I'm sure that's insignificant. Door sealed and looks like it hasn't been opened in a long time. Ooh, look at that. Elemental essence. Dude, you got...
I will not falter.
You got yourself a lot of junk over there. I like how Ember's only comment is that this place is stupid and she doesn't like it. Pretty hilarious.
Our path leads on.
Alright, what have we got in here? Let's rob our host. Damn. Ooh. Good stuff. Bracers allow the wearer to cast healing spells without provoking attacks of opportunity. They also grant +2 bonus to concentration checks. Wow. Speaking of which, we got some life choices to judge over here. Alright. Next. These guys are just auto-leveling, so spell focus. What did he even choose? Conjuration. Interesting. Nenio. Greater spell penetration. Phantasmal kill. That's an interesting choice. But no choice on that one. Right. And I think lastly, Camellia, the deeply troubling weapon focus. Rapier. Sorry. Since we got everybody here, I just want to get everybody hooked up. Did I give her all the junk? Because I seem to recall finding a rapier, right? So she can have that. She can also have this. Okay. Let's see. Might as well give our boy these. Because the concentration only matters if you're going to be in a situation where you're going to get tagged in hand-to-hand combat. And he's the one that's going to be up close working his glaive here, so I figure that's probably the best option. This hat, while amazing, does nothing since I don't have a bard. What else we got in here? Heavy Mace of Fire. That was, what's her face, right? That I originally gave that to. I don't mind her having that. Sharp Bow of Code. That was not terrible. But I think this is just straight up better, right? Yeah. Oops. Oh, that's interesting. She can actually use a longsword. Forgot about that. So really... Taking this... I'd go with that as her option. Plus, he does have this, which is awesome, but +2 is better for hits. This, I know this does more damage. Club with nails is amazing, but the fact that it's called Club with Nails is fantastic. But in any event, yeah, buddy here, he's not good for much. What's he got here? Cool iron short spear. Situationally might come in handy. He's got like nothing, eh? Wow, he's just a steam and coil and nothing on him. All right. Radiant Kukri is kind of interesting. Really don't have much going on at this point. Dare I say, perhaps under-equipped.
I will guide us.
So let's go ahead and let's quick save that super fast. Ooh, oh. Stuff? Yay. This door is sealed and looks like it hasn't been opened in a very long time. Let's have a look at that real fast. Well, here's your problem. Anyway. What was this? Crooked Paw. Interesting. Heavy shield. Don't care at all about that. Alright, well. That's just something for an orc, I guess. Grab these, that's good. Does look great though. Knowledge world.
I have managed.
I need that as a soundbite for my life. I have managed. There are occasional traces of older masonry foundations. It looks like the building was reconstructed several times. Interesting.
Godspeed.
Alright, so now that I've gone, it appears that there's an out to be done over here. Alright, so I've gone through the rooms. Don't know if there's anything else. I guess we're just gonna have to talk to Darren then. Yomade be a fence. Alright, so. Tell me more about Heaven's Edge. The estate was once a truly beautiful sight with lush gardens and placid ponds. Darren smiles briefly. It was a genuine smile, quite different from his usual half smirk. The house itself is not that large, however. This land was part of the border region even before the world wound, so my ancestors took that into account when they were laying the foundations. The larger the mansion, the harder it is to defend. I'd gladly give you a tour, but I'm afraid there's not much to see here. I don't have that much time, so my servants only managed to clean up this yard, the great hall, and a couple of rooms. There's nothing interesting about them, except perhaps the magical firefighting system powered by water elementals. I'm sure it's still functional, though. I'm not sure it's still functional, though. I'm sure that's not relevant at all. I'm sure that won't be... that offhanded comment won't come back to haunt us. Do you remember that you were still my field attaché and plenipotentiary? Ahem, something count. I demand a report on your work so far in half an hour. Plenipotent. See, now I got to do a thing because I have run into one of the rare instances with a word I do not know. Impotent. Plenipotentiary.
Plenipotentiary.
Plenipotentiary. Thank you. Thank you, Google. A person, especially a diplomat, invested with the full power of independent action on behalf of their government, typically in a foreign country. I don't know if I'm giving this guy fully independent power, but whatever. So why did you really decide to throw a party at the scene of such a tragedy? What's with this ghoulish farce all about? Darren freezes. What an odd feeling. It's like I've been lying under the sun in a spectacular meadow in full bloom, and then you barged into pour a bucket of cold water all over me. Is this how you treat people who invite you to their celebrations? No, you don't have to answer. I could come up with a polite excuse, but I'd rather match your courteous manners and put it bluntly. I do not wish to continue this conversation. Thank you for ruining my mood. I have to retire to my chambers for a time. That worked.
Let us press on.
See, you did your part, Commander. Thank you. Now get ready to watch and listen closely. I will unravel the past of this place and try to show you whatever I find. Ooh, cutscenes. Countess Selena Aronde. The humble voices, laughter, and music fills your mind. Then the visions come, fragmented and hazy at first, before eventually coalescing to reveal a single face. It is a woman of stunning heavenly beauty, and her delicate features instantly tell you who she is. The family resemblance to Darren is obvious. My dear guest, the Lady of Heaven's Edge welcomes all of you today. I hope that today is as bright for you as it is for me, because on this day my only precious, sometimes arrogant, but utterly beloved child was born. A child is usually a reflection of their parents and caretakers. Countess, will you allow the humble tutor of this young man to address the guests and the man of the hour as well? If a new face appears, it is a handsome old man with a strong, dignified posture and a voice that emanates power. Can't we just... One day without sermons? It's my birthday after all. 10 years ago, the young Darren had an utterly angelic appearance. His table manners and expression lacked the dignity of a true angel, however. I'm sure the revered Nestor only wanted to hug you and offer you his best wishes for your birthday. Wait, what? What's that noise? Oh. Shrill laughter rings in your ears and reverberates in the base of your skull. In the vision, a Lilith appears before the guests of the estate and gives them an exaggerated, scornful bow. The sorceress of evil has come to your celebration, mortals. Did you prepare to treat for me too? What do you want, spawn of the abyss? I've already done everything I wanted to. Hey, your daughter and cleric, look around. Didn't you notice anything odd? The plague is in your wine, in your food, in the air around you, in your blood. Soon you will all die. Pray to your pathetic goddess and call upon your healing powers all you want, but they're not going to help you. Nothing will help you. I will give you a chance to see it for yourselves, and when I return, the grave realization that you've already sunk its teeth into your throats. Oh, how I love watching mortals in their final desperate hours. The demon finishes her speech with an air kiss to Darren, making him freeze in horror and disappears. The elder shakes his head and then slowly exhales, rubbing his temples. The first appearance of the disease and the little two, one of the many sisters of the cursed Minago. So far, everything I've seen matches the official version of events. Who were the people in the vision? Countess Selena Aronde was Darren's mother and one of the most beautiful women in the country of Mendev. She was an Aasimar just like her son. The old man is the esteemed cleric Nestrin, our count's guardian and tutor. He was well known for his unfaltering faith and iron will. I was only passing acquaintances with him, so I can't tell you anything more than that. I didn't recognize the others, but Darren told me that the first victims of the disease were his second cousin and the cousin's wife, hailing from the eastern border. Surely the cleric could have done something. I can't say for certain, but I believe there was nothing he could have done. Magical diseases are already difficult enough to cure, and this plague struck very fast indeed. We must now find out what happened next. What now? I could sense the aftershocks of a very strong outburst of emotions and memories somewhere to the west wing of the house. Something must have happened in one of those rooms, so please check if anyone is in there and distract them if need be. Alright then. God damn. Everybody's inside now. I wonder why Demon's Edge attacked Heaven's... What did she say? Who attacked Heaven's Edge chose the plague as their weapon. It was so unimaginative. She is so creepy. Ooh. Stuff. Give. There we go. It's all the same stuff. Compulsive food consumption may be a symptom of several serious neurological disorders. It may also indicate the food in question boasts exceptional palatability. How can a single family, even a person, live in a house large enough for my entire tribe? Fun and frolics may shield us from the horror and despair, but one should use the shield sparingly. Noble, Corson, it's not the Ember. There's so much food here, I let Soot eat everything she wants. She'll become twice as fat and won't be able to fly anymore. So, Seal, what does he gotta say? Both this place and the owner make me think how deceptive appearances can be, but I cannot deny that the food and wine is very good. Alright, so if memory serves, this is west. And I don't want to do dialogue again, so we're gonna just go ahead and do that. Darren arches about you, but doesn't seem to slice by your appearance. He's not trying to cover up or get dressed any faster. Commander, I assume that the urgent matter requires my attention? I'm absolutely confident you won't be able to persuade Camellia to dance with you. Ah, now that is a challenge. I can imagine her either graciously acquiescing or deftly slipping deadly poison into my wine just for suggesting it. Such as our dearest Camellia. You've given me a brilliant idea. I see that you were able to do as I asked. Prepare yourself. This vision might be rather difficult to watch. Young Darren stands motionless by the Countess's bed. His face is pale with fear, and for good reason. His mother's heavenly beauty is gone. Her smile, once beaming with vitality and happiness, looks more like the grimace of a corpse. Only her golden hair still glows in a sad reminder of the healthy young woman she was just a few hours ago. Mother, can you hear me, Mother? Countess Selena, Arendelle. Day, my boy, how do you get here? The Countess's voice is fading. Don't come any closer. This disease. Mother, listen. The revered Nestrian has sealed the gates. He says he won't let anyone leave the estate. If the plague reaches the larger settlement zone, we'll be able to stop it. He claims this is why the demons attacked us in the first place. They knew we would all call upon the strongest cleric to heal us, and those clerics would catch the disease and die as well. Fat Baron and his family tried to escape, but 3 armed paladins barred their way and said they could not let them go. Mother, we need help. Cannabis is full of clerics, wizards, and demons. Know who else? They might know how to stop it. We need to get there as soon as possible. We must obey the revered Nestrian. We are the lords of Mendem, but we must protect our people. If the plague, if it reaches Cannabis, thousands of innocent people will die. I don't care about any innocence. Darren's voice rises to a shout. You're ill, Mother. You're dying. You must tell them to open the gates and take you to Cannabis. They won't listen to me, but you are the lady of the state. They can't refuse you. I can't. I must. Please leave, my dearest. Don't lose hope. You can still. A convulsion overtakes the Countess's body. Her last words are swallowed by a long guttural groan. Leota barely wipes his temple, but his face is unreadable. Now I have an answer to one of the many questions. Nobody went to Cannabis in search of help because the revered Nestrian didn't let them. He valued the safety of the city more than the lives of his flock at the estate. What a difficult choice he must have been. All lives are equally valuable. Yeah, sure, that sounds like something a paladin would say. Magnitude of potential disaster made him do so, or perhaps it was a matter of his dignity. No one wants to be responsible for wiping out an entire city. Leota rubs his chin thoughtfully. I have never been in the revered Nestrian's position, but I know the price of difficult decisions, especially those you have to make quickly. I have no right to judge him, but we must continue our investigation. The next site I'd like to examine is the Great Hall. That is where we found the remains of Nestrian and the demons. I assume that he killed them in a confrontation, but we must make sure of that. Please help me clear the area so I can study it. Countess Selena Nevia Dar Arendelle with her infant son Darren. Unlike typical aristocratic portraits, this one depicts a young mother having fun with her child on a seesaw. Okay. Hold on.
We march ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry, what did he say we had to do here? Okay, so I'm gonna occupy his attention here somehow. Alright. So after the cutscene, I guess we get new dialogue. Everybody's just moving around. Okay, so it looks like they're saying all the same stuff. I read my percent. She's moved around, so what she got to say? Okay, same stuff. I just saw Woljif.
Our path leads on.
Okay, sorry. Just saw a portrait of Jared's mom, so she was an SMRT. Some people get a celestial bloodline, tons of money, and a title, while others get horns and a slap in the face.
I will guide us.
Alright, here we go. Let's do this thing. Tears gleamed to Darren's eyes, owing their tipsiness or some overabundance of emotions. Ho there, Misha Collins. Camille's frosty attitude breaks my heart, but the dance with her was easily one of the best moments of the evening. How are you enjoying the party? Are you having a good time? How about you, Darren? Are you having any fun? Of course I'm having fun, Darren says defiantly. What's wrong? When you want me to spend my whole life in fear and mourning, blaming myself for what happened? Fine, let's change the subject. I thought the unique ambience of Heaven's Edge and the fact that we're on the very border with the world wound would make the celebration special. I thought the past would resurface and make itself known. Darren smirks bitterly. Well, it seems that even ghosts don't wish to attend my parties anymore. What can we do to liven up the evening? You know what I think? I think it's time for a drinking contest. Ah yes, tried and trusted method for salvaging a doll party, for salvaging anything real, actually. I am ready, but who's my competition? Seal will fight. Yes, sir, Commander Darren, my boy, you still got some time to back out. You don't want Auntie Seal to spank you in front of everyone now, do you? Will you do if I win? Are you going to cry and pray to Yomade for an alcohol resistance aura? Now that would be something worth seeing. Let's drink until one of us falls unconscious and begs for mercy. That was just a little warm-up, I say. Up for more? The fear of your inevitable defeat has already got the better of you, Darren. I can see it in your eyes. Boy, come on, let's have another round. Will this be the one that knocks you flat? Playing a battle against such a worthy opponent won't even bruise my ego, especially if you carry me upstairs to bed afterwards. See, look, the commander himself is cheering for you. I'll let you down. Oh, looks like Darren's having a bad day. Whoa, you're done here? You're ready for another round. To whom should I dedicate this glorious feat? Putting the haughty, self-absorbed prick of a count in his place? To my dearest royal cousin, I am sure any failure of mine will bring her joy. Oh, and my head feels funny. He's looking a little bit weebly here. My grandfather, or maybe my great-grandfather, put this bottle in the family cellar. Can I zoom in on that? Will that make it a little easier for you guys to see? There we go. My grandfather, or maybe my great-grandfather, put this bottle in the family cellar. So why did it fail the sign of the illustrious Aranda in this time of need? He looks, excuse me, a bit unsteady on his feet. I don't feel very well. Hey everyone, let's go back outside. I need to get some fresh air in the lungs. Nice. Punk! Here we are again, Commander. So let's take another glimpse into the past. Ooh, look at these guys. Look at this guy's mighty beard. Beard out of 10 for this guy. A ripple of laughter flows through the hall. It begins a sweet, charming chuckle, then it turns into a rasping cackle that makes Darren huddle even deeper into this corner. Why are you running away from me, my sweet prince? Come on, let me touch you. I'll give you... Oh, it's me now. I'll go. Okay. The moving voice of an old man dressed in Yamadean robes. There we go. Shakes the walls of the hall. Get away from him, demon. Let the boy go. On the blade of the inheritor, you touch him only over my dead body. You're a pathetic old cleric. Are you the guardian of this charming little prince? Well, you guarded him in vain. The disease is already circulating in his blood, and soon he will rot before your very eyes. You won't be able to help him, and I can at least make sure his death is beautiful, clean, and sweet. The demoness turns her eyes. Isla's face to Darren and licks her lips. A coarse laugh escapes the young man's throat. We'll see about that. Leoder turns toward you in astonishment, droplets of sweat glisten on his temples. Something is wrong, Commander. My spells are not working as expected. It's as if some kind of supernatural explosion occurred here 10 years ago, blending everything together. The magical auras, the emotions, the memories. I will try again to read it. Could it be dangerous? Cannot say for certain, but it is unlikely. The past is the past, and no one can travel through time except by some uniquely powerful entities like Aeons and perhaps the eldest of the First World. Even though the past of this place is horrible, it poses no threat to us in the present. Please continue. Just give me a moment to focus. I will try to channel my visions and feelings to you as accurately as possible. Darren, my boy, what is going on? The Order's muscular soldiers suddenly begin to shake. The vision you're channeling does not change, but you feel something enormous and chilling silently infiltrate the reality beyond around you. The presence of this nameless being becomes almost palpable. Led to some alien entity is talking to him. Hurry, old cleric. Stop him right now. Do you really want to see what happens when... Save me. Can you save me? The presence thickens into something more tangible. The entity is silent, but you feel your blood pulsing in your temples, and each beat brings a new image, or rather a new emotion. Help brings a feeling of relief and safety. Exchange makes the pulse stronger, more demanding. Gate and secret come immediately after. The images become heavier, almost visible. Secret. Keep the secret. Otherwise, death. Death, death, death. Gruesome images swirl around your mind, filling it with pain and fear, and then it all starts again. Help. Exchange. Secret. Death. Nestor stretches out his hand, suddenly looking at the doddering old man instead of a mighty cleric imbued with holy power. Darren, wait, the thing you're about to let loose is even worse than these demons. Darren's body is quivering like a taut bowstring. His eyes dart from the cleric to the demoness, who is frantically casting protective spells. Demons, saints, I'm so fed up with all of you. Burn. Hold on. Let's have a quick look at Leoder here. Leoder burns his eyes with a groan, then gets back on his feet. His legs are wobbly, his eyebrow is cut, and he seems not to notice. Sincere sorrow is written on his face, as well as a strong hint of horror. What a misfortune. No, what a disaster. Everything is far worse than I imagined. Are you alright? The strain, the emotions, they overwhelmed me and made me faint like an agitated youngster. It's nothing really. I will not be able to cast my spells for the rest of the day, but aside from that, I'm fine. Do you understand now what happened 10 years ago? The Inquisitor slowly exhales through clenched teeth and says in a low voice, still massaging his temples, yes and no. Damn it, my thoughts are astray. I will try to explain everything to you in full detail. Many living things are capable of performing the most extraordinary feats, good or bad, when a deadly threat looms over them. 10 years ago, the young count found himself cornered in every sense of the word, and he allowed some alien entity to intercede for him. It frightens me that all my experiences in Inquisitor is completely useless in this case. It does not resemble anything I've ever heard or read about. This entity, I will call it the Other, possesses uncanny power. It was incapable of instantly killing 3 greater demons, a mighty cleric, and a host of other mortals. You saw everything yourself. What's even worse is that this entity, this Other, is still here. Hunter takes a long pause. His gaze is drawn to the chamber where the guests are laughing and dancing. Darren's eloquent voice rises above the music for a moment, but he's asking someone to bring more wine, add more logs to the fire. I don't know what exactly this creature is, but I know what it did to the Count. It turned him into a living gateway. The Other is not inside the Count's body. It is not directly controlling his mind. That's why there are no obvious signs of possession, but it is looking through his eyes. It treats him like a window into our world, and it can instantly step through to wreak whatever havoc it desires. Does Darren know anything about all this? Yes, of course he does. Did you hear what the Other tried to convey to us? Help in exchange for a secret. Death. Death to those who know the truth. It wants to have an opportunity to use the Count as a gateway without anyone knowing. This is what made Darren deny that he remembered anything about the conclusion of the events at Heaven's Gate. What might the Other want? That is the strangest thing about it all. It came to this world 10 years ago, and it's still here, right? All this time it's been watching us through the eyes of the Count. Had it, for instance, wanted to kill Her Majesty the Queen, it would have had plenty of opportunities to do so. The Count can get close to protect practically every influential figure in Mendev, but the Other refuses to act, or its interests lie in other spheres. Did the Other kill everyone then? The disease was not to blame? Not everyone, just Nestor and his paladins and a few remaining guests. Damn it, I know that it was the work of a mysterious omnipotent entity, but it still stings. I was here 10 years ago and I didn't check everything personally. And those who did failed to sense that something was wrong. Could the Other be the reason why the companions keep finding severed heads among the belongings back in Cannabis? It seems very likely. I am almost certain you are right. People tend to lose their heads when they get too close to Count Aronde anyway. I do apologize, that was inappropriate. Perhaps our gruesome findings in the heads are some cultists who tried to kidnap the Count during the cannibal slaughter, or perhaps they provoked the other in some way. You have to do something. Yes, now I understand Father Nestor perfectly. I must make a crucial decision despite the dearth of information. The Inquisitor falls silent for a moment, then he looks right in the eye. Commander, first and foremost, I must apologize to you. Second, I must ask you to keep this secret. What are you sorry for? I apologize for dragging you into this mess. You see, the other, an entity of immense power, stated that clearly that it will kill anyone who found out the truth, anyone who knows that the Count is actually its living gateway. I suppose the secret is currently known to 3 people in Galarian. You, me, and Count Darren, and that means... Count gives you a crooked smirk and shrugs. Why should I keep it a secret? As soon as the Count finds out we know his secret, the other will understand it as well. We do not know what it is and what exactly is the scope of its powers, but we do know that it would dispose of anyone who might reveal its presence. I've made a decision. I will not tell anyone about the discovery we've just made, not even the Queen or her superiors. Instead, I will immediately go to Neurosian and sift through the archives of the Inquisition in order to find out what exactly we're dealing with and how it can possibly be defeated. I may also make some cautious inquiries in other places, including Absalom. Still, I will not reveal the truth that I have found at least some reliable information. I am asking you to do the same. Specifically, do not say a single word about our investigation to the Count himself. So you want me to lead the crusade while carrying a bomb that may explode at any moment. What are we going to do with Darren? At the very least, he is guilty of letting the other enter our world. Right now, I'm a lot more concerned about the other, but when we find out how to get rid of the entity, the Count will have to stand trial. Many things about this case are still unclear, including the extent of his guilt. Did he call upon the other by himself, or did he simply answer its call? Could he refuse its offer, or would he have led to immediate death? Every detail is important. Every testimony needs solid proof. There is a difference between a righteous justice and blind vengeance. Fine, I'll keep it a secret. So you want me to lead the crusade while carrying a bomb that may explode at any time? I'm afraid they won't be able to hide from the consequences when this bomb does explode. It's up to us to decide, though. Fine, I'll keep it a secret. You made the right choice. I recommend that you go back to the guests and spend the rest of this evening as you please. Anything else might raise suspicions. I must leave immediately and search the knowledge we all need so desperately. Farewell, Commander. May the light of Yomade guide your path, and Leota Hawkblade will try to keep your path to triumph clear of any unwanted guests. There you go. You are welcome for my fiery hellscape of reading. Alright, Darren, what do you got to say? I don't know if my opinion matched you at all, but you were the very best guest I could have ever wished for. It's true, I am pretty boss.
Godspeed.
Alright. You guys got anything else to say? There's a common opinion that a party like this one must inevitably end with a fight. Are you encouraging me to check the hypothesis personally? Oh, I'm sorry, what did she have to say? I shouldn't have drunk so much, but if the demons suddenly turn up, it'll be a lot of fun either for me or for them. I'm gonna go talk to Ember. She's got the best one-liners. What she gotta say? You know what, I just realized Darren was afraid to come here, and that's why he did it, because of that fear. I don't want to complain, but I'm not sure I'll be able to endure another hour of this outrageous debauchery.
Let us press on.
Alright, so it looks good. I guess we can just move on from here? Doesn't seem to be a whole lot more happening. I'm watching the count and wondering if you imagine his head is a boiling pot, then what kind of brew is bubbling inside? The answer is I don't care.
We march ahead.
Alright. Alright, looks good. Looks like we did that. So that has been accomplished. One crap shields. We'll go ahead and leave that. So we gotta clear this somehow. That does not bode well at all. Kill it, right?
Let's have some fun.
Oh. Cultist conjurer. Wow, you guys are just like, you're just like straight up right here, huh?
Cover me, all right?
Nice. Got him with a crit. Banging.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
That was amazing. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now with that?
Surrender or else.
We went immediately to the most obnoxious possible option. That is so disgusting.
Do not hold back.
Why not both?
Wow, that's infuriating. That has always been one of my pet peeves when they've got like random garbage encounters and they have like super debilitating powerful spells. And I was not the only one. That was actually a funny story. For those of you who don't know, Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman, who created the Dragonlance series, they also wrote the original
It's not that
Curse of Strahd.
from my old hunting grounds in the caves. But back there, if a beast didn't eat you for lunch, you could eat it instead. It doesn't work like that with demons.
And anyway, one of the reasons why they wrote the Curse of Strahd was they were playing Dungeons and Dragons, and they ran into, and they were going through a hallway or something, and they ran into a random encounter with a vampire. It was just a vampire, a random wandering down a hallway with a bunch of goblins or kobolds or something, random encounter. And she was like, no, this is ridiculous. Like, why is there a vampire wandering randomly down a hallway, like just out of nowhere? She just thought that was the most preposterous thing she'd ever heard. So that was what got them started. Like, if there's going to be something like that, then it has to have a backstory. It can't just be something wandering around in the nowhere. So yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. And anyway, that kind of ties into my thing. Like, why is there a cultist with throwing energy drinks just wandering about in the woods? Like, why?
Yet another obstacle.
Like, are they that incredible? Oh boy, that's bad. I immediately don't like this already. How do I make this go away? I must have. There we go.
I will see to your demise.
Too late for apologies.
Distract them for me.
Got her with a sneak attack somehow.
Strike as one.
You won't survive me.
Into the fray!
Precision and grace.
I did actually tag her. Pretty stoked about that, actually.
Hit you.
You kind of won't, actually.
Time to share your treasures.
Sweet. Get him over here. Now I need him to get over. Ooh, there's another succubus right there. That was not at all what I'd hoped.
Attack!
I did that stupid crap. All right, she's got a lot of hit points too. All right, so the drone is suboptimal, but
Without risk!
Darren might get her.
Short work of this.
You won't stop us.
Cover me, all right?
We shall overcome! Make every strike count!
The light. Take you.
Nice. So I guess if you just don't botch, that is such an infuriating behavior.
Surrender or else.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
Do not hold back!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Wow, 50, nice.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
Out of my sight.
Too late for apologies.
Distract them from me.
Strike as one!
You won't survive me.
Again, I get the feeling that this is a random garbage encounter too. Do that. Close enough. So, is this the way that goes to Dresden? So I'm just trying to figure out which way these things. It doesn't seem like there's any.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
I will see to your demise.
Time to share your treasures.
Endure this!
I think these guys all resist.
Attack! Hold on, just a little more. Give me for this failure.
Precision.
And grace.
Cover me, all right?
Make every strike count.
I'll hit you.
Into the fray. This will leave a
Like he's just this one grown Nabasu is like impossibly strong.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
You won't stop us.
Like he's gonna absolutely
I'm all right.
trash.
I'll just sit here. Don't worry about me.
Like supposedly, what's his thing? He's a level 9 outsider, but he is absolutely
Of my sight.
torn apart our attacks. Like it's not even close.
Distract them for me.
You won't survive me.
I literally don't know what to do about this guy. Alright, well that's not gonna help him much. So I guess I'll just swap to that.
I will see to your demise.
Alright, and this is not gonna help him much either, so we'll swap to these.
Time to share your treasures.
Endure this!
Go.
Assist me. Well, this is inglorious.
Cover me, all right?
Make every strike count.
Kidding me with this. I'm gonna lose this fight, I'm almost certain.
Tactical it's
Because this one idiot.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Go.
You won't survive me. Endure this!
Unbelievable. Absolutely ridiculous.
Your company.
He doesn't channel divinity, huh? No, he does. Just absurd. For all that misery,
Our path
like a handful of experience and no treasure.
if my grand
Oops.
I wonder what put that in my head. Well, that's my night ruined now. I'm gonna hear that old hag's voice in my head all day tomorrow.
God, this is really frustrating. Evade. There. Gotta try to make it back to the camp. Evade.
I will guide us.
Alright, let's see. Bulk selling. Let's get all that out of here. Let's see what kind of junk we got in here. Get 2 of these Master Longbows out of here. Let's go down 9, so we're gonna hold on to that. Star Knife we don't need. Verminbane Elven Curve Blade. Sexy, but I'm never gonna use it. Because it's an exotic proficiency, right? Melody we'll hold on to. We'll hold on to the Radiant Kukri. We'll get rid of these though. Part of me thinks we should hold on to that. This can go. Deal. Just dead weight. Should put that in the bank. Okay. All right. Does the other guy anything to say to me? Chapel 10, let's see if anybody left me some offerings. Anybody? No? Alright, well. Screw you all then. Where am I trying to get to? So it looks like I'm gonna have to hold my nose and do the unthinkable. I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to get some army stuff going on because right, so Divine Protector. Oops, sorry. Sharp of Code. That's not gonna get used. And that was the Curve Blade, right? But no, Breck Force is actually decent. The Curve Blade can go, the Kukri can go. Hold on, I'll sort of toss that in there. I don't think there's anything else in there. Hack can go in. So let's go into our inventory and see what, if anything, we can use. These I actually do A to Z. There we go. All right, so she could scribe this. Copy spellbook. Copy spellbook. Copy spellbook. Okay, looks good. Well, Jeff. Copy spellbook. Wait, what is this? Angelic aspect, interesting. Oh, okay. Spellbook. I think that's everybody. Everybody at least that can scribe spells. What is this thing? I want to remove disease. So probably give that to what's his face, Social here. Yeah, give me back my snake. Give me back my snack. Creepy snack goes with Ember. Creepy snack, creepy girl. Tankard free spirit. Should have made better use of that. Alright. Anyway, alright, so that looks pretty good. I gotta rest here because Woljeff's all busted up. Maybe if you pray to Yomade, perhaps once a miracle will happen, you know. How do you know it won't? I think if I begin to pray, Yomade herself will be so astonished she will descend from heaven to find out what calamity has occurred. Right?
Godspeed.
Indeed. Quick save it here. Alright. Companions. Alright, Darren, get out of here. Get our guy back in. Darren wasn't actually terrible. But I prefer Social. So we'll see if that works out any better. We could lose Ember for a while to get Nenio in the party. Let's see if that makes any difference. Do you like having Ember though? She has the funniest. Can't do it. Can't stop, won't stop. All right, hold on. I've actually gotta rethink my strategy here. So he's next. He's next. No, he's not next. He's next. He's next. She's next. There we go. I believe that's the correct order. Accept. All right. So again, we'll do this. And then I'm gonna try this because again, I'm so bad at this. It's just, yeah, this one's got a lot of soldiers in it. How do I buy more guys? I need to buy some deeds. Okay, hold on. Feels like what? How many of these we got? 82? I really like archers and footmen. So there's 129 of these. All right, let's buy 50 of these guys. I mean, I like the big numbers. I seem to have a lot of resources, so let's do that. Let's recruit those. I like having one of these guys too. It seems that the secret is to have a lot. So number 6. Nope. These guys are actually great too. Let's buy those guys. All right. So that was Crusader Army 6. I just don't get it. Sign a general. Oh, she looks angry. I like her. Let's do that. Oh, apparently I don't got money. I can't have a general. Oh well. I guess the idea is I'm supposed to just like rotate through them this way. So you guys, and how come I cannot merge you guys? Where are you? Where's 4? Where's 4? How do I merge these things? No, don't want to do that. I don't understand why I can't do that. Like I'm supposed to be able to merge them, but it will only go to the next one. It doesn't seem to want to go to. Like they're all in the same space. But it won't let me rotate these either. I don't know if I'm just doing something wrong or what the story is. Because I'm supposed to be able to transfer these guys and I don't know why I can't. See what I mean? Like, I don't get it. I literally don't understand why I can't do it unless I just can't do it in the field. But the problem is it seems like this is like a massive issue. So armor 1, I guess, can go over here. Crap, these guys are rough. All right. God almighty, these things are bad. What the hell? Whatever, I'm gonna do a brief. I'm Googling this right now because it seems like it's going to be important. Okay, so according to this, if I go to the things and I do this, now supposedly next to an army's name, it's supposed to come up with an icon that allows me to what is this? Nope. Army 1. And that's supposed to come up with a thing beside its name that allows me to transfer stuff. But it's not. Okay, so are you actually... Let's try Crusader Armor 5. Let's see if I can get them over to where the other guy is. There, okay, there we go. Holy crap. All right. All right, we're doing something now. It's terrible, but it works. All right, so it's right beside them on the thing. There we go. There we go. That, wow, that is obnoxious. I'm sure somebody probably noticed that way ahead of time. But, there we go. All right, now we're starting to pick up some steam here. Okay. So it looks like I got some. Alright, so what do you guys got on here? So Crusader Army 3. Archers. I gotta buy some more archers. Did I not do that already? I didn't. Alright, so let's do this. Do I buy another general or do I buy more people? For right now, I'm thinking I'm just going to buy more people. Like, it just seems like I need a lot of people. So I'm going to buy 40 of these guys. Recruit. I'm going to buy 50 of these guys. Actually, I bought 60 last time, didn't I? Recruit. Bought one of these. Recruit. Okay. And I could take Crusader Army 1. I can march them out. Come on, do it. Crusader Army 2. Nope, 3. My bad. And then we do this. And now... There we go. Shield bearers. Would like more shield bearers. You guys are here, I think. They don't know that you're helping me all that much. Okay. So that actually works. Close. She can't actually move. So the Army 2, can you actually move? You can, actually. Flee. Accept. The morale stat reflects the general mood of the Crusaders. Positive morale increases resource income and the number of troops available for recruitment, while negative morale decreases these numbers. Morale changes depending on the morale banners. While special conditions are met, the banner remains green and increases morale by 1 per day. If the special conditions are not met, the banner turns yellow for 3 days, but it still increases morale by 1 per day. When the banners turn red, the morale decreases by 3 per day. Wow, that's so like mostly punishment. Your army is currently carrying 2 banners. The banner of victories stays green while you defeat demon armies. Each victory over a demon army adds 4 days to the time the banner of victory stays green. The banner of the march on Dresden stays green while you defeat demon armies on the road to Dresden. Each victory over a demon army on the road adds 10 days to the time the banner march on Dresden. Okay, so beating these guys up dramatically increases the time. Unit combat morale. Each unit has its own combat morale, the starting value of which depends on the crusade morale. Various combat effects and spells can change combat morale until the end of the battle. Positive combat morale grants the unit a chance to perform other action in the same turn, while units with negative combat morale have a chance to panic and lose their action or even flee. Dead units, as well as others, do not have combat morale and thus are not affected by effects that increase or decrease. Okay. Corpse of a Tattered... Ooh, I found out stuff. Crossbow of Judgment. The +2 heavy crossbow is a critical range reduced to 20. Whenever it threatens a critical hit against an evil arcade creature, it is automatically confirmed. Interesting. I'll take that. Right. So nice. We it would seem that we are out of things, but I close leper small may now proceed to the Nameless Ruins, which was the purpose of this exercise. Sick. All right, so now that we got that figured out, basically my strategy in the finest tradition of the Chinese military is to simply overwhelm with numbers. Like it seems from what I've seen, like they just have massive numbers, and so I'm just gonna simply overwhelm it that way. Also, it seems that it's better to have multiple smaller units attacking a larger unit than it is to have one large unit kind of square off. It seems it doesn't. It seems that it becomes sort of an economy of action sort of thing. So, Nameless Ruins, let's enter. Have I been to the Nameless Ruins? Perhaps I've already been here. It's giving me this thing. Something. I have been here. What the hell? Okay, so I have been here, so that was a wasted effort. Like I'm busting my chops to try to get to where I've trying to go, and it turns out that I've already been there. All right. Lessons learned. So there's an underground hideout, but I think the problem is I've got to clear these clowns out, and then I've got to get past this fort. Yeah, because there's demon armies like just all over the place here. Yeah, I can't go anywhere because I've got to assail these forts. Just accept that. Okay, resting. Now I'm familiar with terms of the three important people: the commander of the Fifth Crusade, Queen Galfrey, and the Chief Saul. I'm moving to elevated circles now. You talk like this makes you happy, but you're not really happy at all. How come? You have lots of friends, including chiefs and queens. Isn't that a good thing? Alright. Move on. So, I very much get the opinion that I am stuck here, until such time as I march my army forward and deal with some of these obstructions. Dear Lord. Wow, okay. So that's a problem. Alright, and I know that my general has powers. What's this do? Dispersal forces. Stratagem. Okay, they don't have ranged guys, so that's good. So we'll just leave it like that for now. Put them over here. I'm gonna move them up behind. Okay. There we go. That's starting to get a little bit more manageable. Okay, Smite Evil, lay on hands. Nice. Looks good. Now I'm absolutely going to go defensive formation. Yep. And then my archers are gonna whittle away at these guys. I want them to be lower. There we go. It's starting to get to where I like to see it. And I'm just going to continue to lay on hands with these guys. Oh, that's bad. $69, nice. Okay. Don't know what that did. Alright. Are you kidding me? Oh, forgot about that. That is really crappy. Okay. Getting dicey. All right, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. I argue that these guys are absolutely more dangerous. I'm gonna have to lay on hands. Oops, lay on hands myself. Attack these guys. They do this, which is just ridiculously overpowered. Can my general do anything? I'm going on these guys. They seem to need the most help. Cool. What the hell? What is wrong with these guys? Go. And that's expensive. Those clerics were... So I guess it's just a morale thing? Very much like for... Man, this is an ugly fight. I mean, we're nominally winning, but we're taking some serious dings in the process. Wow. Yes. Can't do much of anything with this. Now it's just going to be a dogfight between me and this group of clowns. So they're just gonna keep failing their morale? They outnumber these guys like 3-1, but they're failing their morale checks? Who the hell even are these guys? Like they we're gonna come down to like none fights because I keep failing these ridiculous morale checks. Despite the fact we're outnumbering them 3-1. That's absurd. Now we're outnumbering them 4-1. 5-1. Come on, there you go. I was gonna say there were some morale failures to keep this dragging on. Still outnumbering them 4-1, but that's apparently now like more than 5-1. 6-1. 12-1. The morale failures are just absurd. Holy crap. $174, yeah, it's just ridiculous. So this is what I get back. I get back an archer and the clerics, which is actually probably the most valuable thing, but holy crap, was that ridiculous. Yeah, that was just ridiculous. Okay. All right, why can I not level up then? Oh, I gotta pick something. All right. Master maneuver 1. Increases the maximum size of the army by 1 unit per level of this feat. Dispersal of forces. Choose an ability. Okay, so these are the ones I've got, but I've got to... I guess I can level one of these up. Yeah, I want defensive training, except... Yeah, exactly. How do I boost his morale? Like, I need to buy more people like yesterday. Not enough money. All right. I gotta mark these clowns out. Yeah, that was like, that fight was just absurd. Anyway, alright, let's first... That was Crusader Army 2, that was the one that just slogged through that one. He can move over here for now. Because again, I gotta clear these forts out. Okay, let's go back to me for a second.
You're not bad at spellcasting. Where did you study?
Here and there, but I give up all my lessons just to be able to drink the way you do and not end up under the table.
So I get the impression that we have to sort of like follow a wending. I can't do anything there. So I'm literally blocked off in every direction by these ridiculous things. It'd be nice if I could like see what's actually at this. Oh, I can. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to kind of hold it out until I can evade. Can't help but wonder if some of these weren't more valuable. Anyway, so well, let's go over here. Do I have more troops available? So let's go do this. Consider Army 4. Can you guys move? Oh, you can move. That's great. I get the impression that I should let's try to quick save it there. That was pretty rough. I don't know that we've got a tactical advantage there. What about this fort? No movement points left. So I can mouse over this and it will show it to me. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's... Is that enough? I don't know. In any event, I don't have enough stuff to move there. I'm just gonna march these guys back to... Actually, it's not even the camp, is it? Is it done? There. Why has this got an exclamation on it? Find the lost relic of the Crusaders. It's a lair. Man, that is a... Dear Lord, that is a lot of crap in there. So if I smash my way through this, what do these guys got on them? I don't care about you. Go away. Continue. Yeah, these are tough. That seems like again, this seems like an awful lot of work for not much. What do you guys got on you? That's not terrible. So I guess we just need to go and have a look and see which one of these guys is the least likely to kick my ass. Yeah, it's this one. So it's not even 36, it's 34 plus the fire general. I don't know what they do. Alright, so quick save it. I don't think I can do anything except skip the day. Crusader Army 2, that's not it. They're busted up. Crusader Army 1, you suck. Alright. I don't know what to do to boost his morale. Some of these are pretty dubious. Alright, so that's not helping us at all. Nice. So they're all spellcasters is basically what this is going. Let's see, what are you guys? You're not archers or footmen, are you? Right. The morale failures are... What the hell? So they just systematically wiped out all my clerics. Dear Lord. Let me guess. This is just going to be a fiasco. I'm not going to be able to win. They're just gonna pound me for massive losses. Thought we set you to auto battle. Yeah, no, this is a joke. Can I please just do my auto? It won't allow you to quick save out of there. Like, that's, again, absurd. No, where is my quick save? Dear Lord. Like, there's yeah, I got problems with the way this lines up. All right, so we can't apparently take this castle. Apparently that's a bridge too far. I'd very much like to go. What is this? Crystal number 2. Yeah, that's absurdly strong. I don't understand why I can't go down. But anyway. Alright, so which ones are these? Again, it doesn't, like, the numbers don't look like much. Let them flee. Accept that victory. Finance points, take that. Thank you very much. Sure, let's try this. Let's see if this will work. Dear Lord, what the ass? Guess we'll just focus fire on one of these. There we go, finally got one off of it. So apparently it gets this guy, but not this guy. Alright, so I'm gonna go get some guys back. It's really crappy. Did they seriously wipe out like almost all my archers? So absurd. Just want to get out of here. The fact that you can't cancel out of those combat scenes is ridiculous too. Like, it was clearly going sideways. So at this point, all we can do is like march up additional troops. Like, there's not much we can. I just seem like overwhelmingly strong compared to whatever it is we have. Just buy them all. Screw it. Cool. There's no, I can't do any of the other adventure stuff. That's the problem. Like, I can't get to Dresden because the path to the thing is unknown unless I can like circle around it from the top. Evade. Evade. So there's literally nowhere else to go there. I've traveled all across an entire continent, but I've never met a mongrel until you. I've heard about similar beings that appeared in other parts of the world as a result of other cataclysms, not just the world wound. Really? So we're not the only lucky ones, huh? I didn't know that. Nobody in our tribe knew either, it seems. So yeah, that's literally the only place we can go. The only way, to the best of my knowledge, is that we're gonna have to like slog through this thing. So there's some seriously questionable quest design here. I might as well just move those over. Because there's not much else I can do. I'll have to just march up more troops for my first general. He's my better general, but like... Minus 70? Are you shitting me? That's not what I wanted to do. Why are these things so goddamn overpowered? Yeah, this is gonna be like it for me. Again, another. Jesus Christ. This is so absurd. I don't know what to do. I literally don't know what to do. The only thing I can think of is to like march back here and maybe try some of these little battles here. See if maybe just fighting these cultists and whatever is enough to get my general leveled up, because she's goddamn useless and my other guy's got no troops. Okay, so I guess we'll take that as a victory. Let them flee. Shut. Hey, she can finally do something useful. Okay. I don't care about that. I need... Okay. So she gets cure wounds as an ability. That's pretty rad. Let them flee. Nice. Tyranny of the Mind. This +2 heavy foil can be safely wielded with its own non-good, but only by non-good characters. Each time the wielder of this weapon lands a hit, the enemy has to pass a will saving throw, become effective with the equivalent of the dominate person spell for 1 round. If the good character wields a weapon, they will become permanently confused even after they unequip it. This can be removed with the curse, remove curse spell. Accept, alright. To the creek. Alright, so that's good. How do we get to the hollow tree? So anyway, what was this? You guys, no, you suck. You guys, we're trying to get you marched out. Where's my second general? Where the hell is he? Are you kidding me? Do I have to like buy him again? Oh, my sweet God in heaven. It's maddening. So apparently I lost a general. He just vanished. I'm not sure what the hell happened here. Can I like assign a general? Okay, hold on. So can I only assign a general? Assign general. Yeah. No, I want him to do it. Assign general. This guy. I don't want to recruit a new general. I want this guy to do it. Fine. Could this possibly be any clumsier? Assign general. That's the guy. I want him to be the guy. Okay, so do I gotta be at the camp or? So where the hell is he? Here's the general. I would like to very much do that. Lodvig the swordman is apparently also a sword Jesus. I don't know what to do. Just doesn't want to. So wherever that general is, I can't get him assigned. He's somewhere around. Again, it's ridiculous that you have to Google how to do stuff. Yeah, so apparently there's a 3-day cooldown on assigning a general. That's what I'm missing. Again, a lot of this stuff should be a lot clearer. A lot clearer. So, because apparently the idea is let them flee, accept. Great. I actually have to fight these clowns. It sucks. This is like the lair, right? Okay, so they're fairly soft, it looks like. What the hell? See, again, it's like, oh, it looks, that's not that bad. And then they immediately like come up with a massive smash. There we go. So I guess backstabbing is a massive problem. Oh, that's big. I need to make these guys go away. That's amazing. Yeah, her ability to heal is going to be clutch, I think. Man, they just do so much damage. Like, it's just absurd. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go enhance others. Heal these nerds. Wow, that got me a lot of people back. Probably most of which I just lost. Wow. Just the sheer amount of BS-ery in this. One of the problems I have is it doesn't seem to... They don't seem to... I can't see that there's a particular... I'm trying to find what the word I'm looking for here is. Like, it doesn't... Like, reducing their unit count doesn't seem to be... particularly effective in reducing their combat effectiveness. Like, they seem to just pound away regardless of how many, how many troops they have. Look, another one. Because again... Oh, I didn't realize that was that guy. See, he's just pumping away like 16, 20 at a time. Like, it's just obnoxious. And I've got 81 archers firing away and they just... Oh, well. So I'm gonna give her a heal here. See if you can recover some of my guys. See if that matters. Start recovering some troops. And it would seem to me that helps a lot. Okay. I don't want to get these guys any closer if I can help it. Man, just so many hard losses, though. Okay, just want to burn as many of these heals as you possibly can. So we lost 18 clerics. That hurts. We're gonna get half of those clowns back. After driving away a swarm of demonic flies, the Crusaders discovered the remains of an unfortunate group of Mendavian knights. Their lady had a baldric with an emblem blazed by one of the soldiers. It was the crest of the infamous fallen knight Melander Lentz. Alright, let's do this. So she's now at level 3, that's good. Intimidation actually seems awesome. Offensive training seems awesome too. Defensive training seems to be clutch though, like that seems to be exactly what it is you need to get done. Alright, well I guess you can't do anything. So we're just gonna have to wait it out. Can I got any money for that? No troops. Alright. What are the items we got? Yeah, we knew about that. Breastplate +2. I don't know that anyone cares about the breastplate +2. So what is that, the baldric of whatever? Is it like an item? Oh, here it is. Copy that recipe. Copy this recipe. Okay. So yeah, it seems that at this time I am literally hamstrung by my ability to recruit more stuff. Perhaps this is like another thing I should do. This seems like it might be the she can't go anywhere. All right, so we're just gonna call it good. We cleared up this side of the map, which is fine. Half of these things ran away, which is great. But we'll call it good. We got her up to level 3. Also good. We'll just have to see what we can do to get some more dummies in here. But yeah, I got some serious complaints about the way this whole army thing works out. Not the least of which is the way it's presented. But anyway, we got it done. So we'll call that good. I'd like to thank everybody who stopped by to see me. I will be back again bright and early tomorrow morning at 0930 hours. That is 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope to see you then. If not, then I hope you have a spectacular rest of your day. I hope that wherever you are safe. And we will talk to you all again soon. So take care.